Hello and welcome to Rev Sports. I'm Gargi and I'm joined by the Rev Sports team in Paris, Boria Mujumdar and S. Kannan. We have a lot to discuss today, from Manu Bhaker and Sarabjot Singh's mixed final today to the latest updates on Anwar Ali and an exclusive chat with Deepika Kumari. So let's get right to it. Boria, over to you first. Do you want to start by giving the Anwar Ali update or talk about Manu and Sarabjot?
No. Anwar Ali update can wait. Abhijit also joins us, but I'm interested in knowing Kannan is wearing a cricket T-shirt today. So that's my first point of interest. Uh,
No, I'm yet to buy the Paris Olympics T-shirt. I will buy it because
no,
I
that I
just
will
got.
buy for you. That you and I will buy together. I'll buy it for you when
No, no,
when
no.
when we are
Thanks,
together
thanks,
in
thanks.
Chateau.
No,
So
but
that's okay. I'll buy
sorry,
it for you.
Gargi. I think before we go to Manu, I think it is
Hmm.
incomplete if we do not mention about Manika Batra's phenomenal
I
achievement.
I was coming to that, Kannan, because I watched that game and I wrote about it.
It
I
is
watched that game. I was
phenomenal.
there.
I
I
have
watched
not
that.
seen.
It was, that hall yesterday night. I was there. I watched that match. I wrote about it instantly. It was hostile. And at 8-8 all game one, Manika Batra looks to her coach and nods like this. And then the intense concentration, she settles down and then finish 11-9. Second game, that first game, and by the way, I played a little bit of table tennis. That was my first sport. Played for Bengal, so I know the basics of the game well. At 5 all, Manika just took off. The French girl Pritika Pavade was continuously trying the backhand smash, the backhand topspin, and Manika was continuously blocking and jabbing. Every time she got two blocks in, two jabs in, Kritika was gone. Every second shot, the moment there was a block, Pritika would hit it outside or she would go aggressive and hit it beyond the table. Manika was completely in control, and that was excellent to see. Third game again, 9 each, 11-9. Fourth game was a romp. Fourth game was 8-4, and then I think 9-4. And then Pritika got 3 points, but by then the game was over. 10-7, 3 games up, there was always 1 point, you close it. It is a fabulous win. Kannan is spot on. Against the world number 18, ranked number 12 here. Manika Batra, first Indian lady to make it to the round of 16 ever in the history of Olympic table tennis, now can get to the quarterfinal. After that, it's anyone's game. Think, think, Tokyo. I've posted a tweet. I was the only person in the stadium in Tokyo for Manika Batra. No coach. क्योंकि वो झगड़ा हो गया था. मनिका के लिए इंडिया का कोई कोच नहीं था. अभिजीत से पूछिए, अभिजीत वहां पे था. मैं अकेला था स्टेडियम में, अकेला मैं चिल्ला रहा था, मनिका मनिका मनिका, एंड शी वुड लुक एट एवरी पॉइंट बिकॉज दैट ऑस्ट्रियन गर्ल हैड three coaches, and from India no coach, one Boria Majumdar sitting in the stand and making a fool of himself. That was it. And after that Manika comes out. I still remember, वो गेट में हम लोगों ने मिला. We did an interview which was aired in the television channel that I used to work for. From there to yesterday, she has a personal coach. Great work by IOA. Great work by IOA to give her that comfort level. Tremendous work by IOA. She looks at her coach, and every time she gets a point, she's pumping her fist. Her coach is doing that as well. Brilliant to see. To beat a French girl in France in front of a hostile crowd, ask Kanan.
Same thing, I'll
I was
quickly add I'll quickly add to this point, which what Manika has done. Because yesterday morning, I was actually fearing calling Rohan Bopana because I knew he was not in a good mood. And he said by evening, I'm going to decide to retire. But he said, I don't want you to put it out first. Let it go through everyone. You can write about it. I respected it because I didn't want to be a newsbreaker because it's a very emotional thing for me. He said, the crowd I faced at Roland Garros, I have not seen a crowd like this in Davis Cup. This kind of shouting, cheering, singing, he says, totally breaking the rhythm, upsetting. So you look at someone like Rohan at 44, he's seen so many countries, he could not handle the pressure. He admitted it. It was, constantly being badgered along with Sriram Balarji, and he lost it, and he didn't blame anyone. He did not blame the crowd, but he just said that we Indians are not used to it. And here Manika Batra is dealing with a similar situation. I'm just making a comparison. Winning this is not just about forehand, backhand, topspin, loop, or what are you doing? For example, there is a 58-year-old lady from China who's representing some other country, I think Argentina in table tennis side also. I thought she's making a debut. So these are the crazy stories which are going on. So in that context, Manika did very well. But yes, that was yesterday. Today we will come obviously to Shatru, again, I'll let Abhijit start and then I will take over because I am in touch with them as well,
I,
all of them over there.
I was watching Manika's match from the hotel room. She had one beautiful backhand. Oof, I was like, what a me and Rohan were like, out of our bed to see what a backstroke
You know,
backhand was that.
can I say one thing? You watch, साला तुम बहुत डिस्टर्ब करता है. मैच के बीच में तुम इतना मैसेज भेजता है ग्रुप में, इतना मैसेज भेजता है मानिका के मैच में. मैं स्टेडियम में अभिजीत का मैसेज की कुछ इंपॉर्टेंट भेज रहा है कि क्या कर रहा है. अभिजीत इतना मैसेज भेजता है. और तब रात का बाय द वे यहाँ पे it was around 10ish.
7:30.
It was night. It was 10 o'clock. What 7?
9:45, 9:45.
Exactly. It was around 9:30
11:30
that
तक
the
भेज रहा
match
था.
was going on. So I'm seeing, and Abhijit is sending messages this that. I'm actually trying to see कि अभिजीत क्या भेज रहा है. And then I'm seeing वो random message भेज रहा है. ऐसे भाई मैच देख. अभिजीत चैंपियन है. रात का 1 बजे तक मैसेज भेजता रहेगा. ये यहाँ हो रहा है, ये वहाँ हो रहा है. Why is Sarabjot coming to India House at 4:30? How will he come? अरे how will he come? Whether he comes by jet plane, तुम्हारा क्या problem है? तुम अपना करो ना.
Hello. Anyway, we will shift to shooting. I think we've talked enough of Manika. I think we need to come to the present today. Abhijit,
Abhijit,
you
you
start
बताओ.
on that. Yeah.
What is happening? Shattadu में बताओ.
We will just leave in some time because 9:30 Paris time when the final starts, and again a bronze medal match. Yesterday we saw all what happened to Arjun Babuta, but I'll just make a statement. What Arjun Babuta said yesterday was uh, he said fourth is the worst position, and we have accepted that. He started in my mind. There's a conflict between my thoughts. At one time, I'm thinking, अरे अगर मैं shot अच्छी तरह से मार देता, if I would have hit that shot a little bit better, I would have been podium. But on the other way, there's a thought coming. Oh no, I need to now better up. I need to learn what I've gained from this experience. I have to move on. So there's a constant battle going on, and this is not just going to be for a few days. It might even go for months and years. I think what happened yesterday. I just hope it doesn't happen that with our shooters today. Especially Manu ka medal aa gaya hai, but still she has it will be history if India wins and she gets the second medal. First, she'll be first Indian athlete to win 2 medals in the same Olympics. But again, the way Manu and Sarabjot has been incredible. Yesterday, I was there. I mean, I was there was only I guess only a few of us who was watching because at that same time Ramita Jindal final was going on, and both Arjun and Sarabjot and Manu were not in the first 4. They were behind, but they came back extremely well and 580 points. Manu Bhaker 291 and 289 by Sarabjot. Boriata was there at the Tokyo Olympics. We saw in the mixed team event. Saurabh Chaudhary did extremely well that time, and Manu didn't do it as expected. And many said, because Manu didn't do it expected, we couldn't reach the final. But I think this is the redemption from Tokyo, because to come back such a strong way and to make it to the medal round, I think hats off to Manu.
Do me a favor, to put it in perspective, because you made this point yesterday, but put it in perspective. You've spoken to the press till 4. You were out there. You've obliged everyone. You've not refused everyone. You've done your interviews. You've done everything, and then within 16 hours, you come back with robotic perfection, and you score a 291. What does it take for an athlete?
You want me to talk or you want him to talk?
You, Kanan. Yeah, you.
Okay, I will tell you quickly. The day she finished the match, she did all the interviews because it was being held against her that she's not giving interviews to everyone. No, that is not the truth. She was under instructions from NRA, don't do any interviews. So even when she left India finally, we did the interview and she said, I'll get into trouble. I said, you will not get into trouble. We are talking only about training. Point number 1. Point number 2, that day she won the match. There was a shortage of water inside the arena. She had to drink enough water, go for the dope control, then finish and come. She had not eaten food the whole day. There was no food there adequately. She finished all the interviews so that nobody could say I was left out. Every single interview, rights holder, non-right holder, everything was done, obliged. And I did not try and disturb her day before. Only yesterday I spoke to her. When she went back, she was not able to sleep. I'm telling you this. This is personal information, but now I can share it. Because it was like, so hot, everything, so much of high energy. But she managed to sleep. She's constantly in touch with her coach. She came out yesterday. Very interesting story. I'd written about it, but obviously on YouTube I'll mention it. Both Sarabjot and Manu, both their coaches are Rana, but two different Ranas. One is Jaswal Rana, and Sarabjot's coach is Abhishek Rana. He was also a former 2012 junior shooter, whom I have covered, who was also coached by Jaspal, by the way. Now he runs an academy in Ambala. They both live together. Both the coaches live in the same flat, away from where the shooters are. So they both work on the mental aspect and come out, be calm. Just go and do your best. You won a medal, that is nothing. You got to shoot today, do your best. Again, I'll take you to a secret. IOC has made it mandatory. Even after preliminary qualifying, you have to go to the mix zone. She was not interested in going to the mix zone because it will again disturb her. She had done already some 25, 30, 35 interviews. She went there so late, nobody was there. She just walked off. So from her side, she's completed the formality. Again, go back, rest, come back today fresh. I will not make a comparison between Arjun Babuta's fourth place finish and Manu Bhaker if she finishes fourth today. Big difference. Abhijit, last but not the least, don't compare with Tokyo. Tokyo is history. Compare with her bronze medal. That is the zero starting point from now onwards in her career. You cannot keep, only PT Usha can talk about 84 because she did not do well in 1988. She fared badly. In fact,
I'm just showing how significant improvement she has made.
There is no significant
significant improvement. We also have to remember because she was trolled. She was, abused on social media.
Please, we are not talking about troll. Please come to the present. She had zero. She just had one team medal in Asian Games. You talk about that. Don't go back to 3 years, 4 years ago. Historic perspective नहीं है. अभी क्या किया? अभी 3 event में compete कर रही है. How is she recovering? How is she training? She finishes today. Do you know that yesterday, after that preliminary phase in the mixed final, she took 15-minute gap. She was in the 25-meter hall training for her third match. Say that, no. If you have that info, say that. That is her training. That is her method. That is what I'm trying to tell you.
Come to the shooting range and see how big it is. Come to the shooting range. We have to cover 10-meter rifle event as well.
I am not asking about you. You need to understand
whatever information I am giving it.
You need to know what the athlete is doing right now. It is not about Tokyo. It is about now. It is about
That's
10
why
meters.
I would make my point. I was comparing how significant improvement she has been done because many told Saurabh Chaudhary did well and Manu Bhaker did well. I just wanted to prove that point, but how big significant improvement she has done. Because that was Olympic, this is also Olympics. In 3 years, an athlete who has not reached any finals.
One second. I think it's important to put it in perspective. Abhijit, you were giving yours. Kannan, you give yours. That's it. Just hold back because this is an interesting piece of information that Kannan was giving. So when was this that she was training for the 25? This I'm very keen on this.
Yesterday, after she finished her mixed match qualifying, she was now in third and fourth. She's going to fight for the bronze. She took a 20-minute gap. Then she entered the 25-meter hall because she's preparing for the sports pistol. There's hardly any time. Today she'll finish this match. Tomorrow is her official training day, pre-event training. So she's already started training for 25-meter pistol. So that is the level of preparation which goes on. You're shooting 10-meter individual. Then you're shooting 10-meter team. Then you're already preparing for 25. It is like if you take cricket, are you going to be preparing for T20, ODI and Test cricket in one day? No, you can't. This is what she's attempting. This is what I'm trying to point. I'm not talking about where 10-meter range is or 25-meter range is. It is irrelevant to me. That is our job. That's our job. We have to go to multiple venues, cover different sports. Some you cover real, some you cover virtual. That's the nature of the beast. If you can't do it, you can't do it. I try and do it. So what I'm trying to point out is shifting from one range to other. It's a total mindset. 10-meter is a slow fire event. 25 is a fast event. There are two phases, precision then dueling. So she's already on precision. She was attempting to do dueling. That is the kind of preparation going in. Medal nahi aaya, Okay, no problem. कोशिश तो किया ना. किस तरह का कोशिश है? मीडिया को कल अवॉइड करना था. मीडिया को क्यों अवॉइड करना था? Because you don't want to get distracted. I will go back to what Gagan Narang did in 2012. He was supposed to go to the media mix zone between. He did not go. He was hiding somewhere in a toilet. And then he came for the final. Why? Because it's a distraction. You are focused, immersed in that match. Your coach has told you something. You have done your mental training. She's quoting from Bhagavad Gita, scripture, everything. What is it? It's not like she's a bhakt or something, as we all are alleged to be. Even I got a bindi on my forehead. So that is it. How you prepare, how you shift. It is not easy, I'm telling you. No, I think nobody probably, Usain Bolt could do it. He could do anything in the sprint and get away, even run in the relay and do it. She's not Usain Bolt. She's Manu Bhaker. That is what I'm trying to say. It is not about Abhijit Tokyo. I'm talking about what she's doing now. That is the importance I'm trying to stress on, and how.
No, but Kanan, hello. People also need to know Tokyo. Not many in our country know about Tokyo. So let's have perspective. Your perspective doesn't mean Abhijit's is not relevant.
I'm not saying that at all. Please talk. I'm just telling you what I know.
Listen.
I was not in Tokyo.
This is not an argument going on. You give yours, Abhijit gives his. We need more and more information and anecdotal stories for this show to become better. So this 25-meter point that you just made was such an interesting point. Let Abhijit make his, you make yours. That's it. We are all trying to help the athlete and make our stories relevant. That's it. There's no problem here. Manu Bhaker has done extraordinarily well in Paris. You are giving that perspective. Abhijit is giving a long durée because he was in Tokyo. He has seen her perform there and what she went through. That's it. Nothing. Abhijit is also celebrating her. You are also celebrating her. You are giving the present. I don't see a difference between the two of you.
No, there is no difference. We are all sports fans. Rev Sports is all about fans.
So that's where we are. Abhijit, tell me something before Gargi takes over. When I find this fascinating that in 20 minutes time somebody goes to a 25-meter range. When Manu and Sarabjot was shooting, you guys were there. What was the body language of even Sarabjot? Because we are all talking Manu. Sarabjot has to do equally well today for India to medal. Otherwise, there is no medal. It's not Manu's event. It's a mixed event. Can you give me some details on Sarabjot also, please?
Sarabjot was extremely focused, and is his last event. If he doesn't qualify for the final, that would be end of his Paris Olympics. He was extremely focused. He was taking time, just like Manu. Extremely focused. In between, I remember in one shot he actually kept his pistol down and just was again breathing out, breathing in. And then once he reached the finals, I had a quick word with Abhishek Rane, his coach. Aaj acha lag raha. Because in the 10-meter individual event, we know he couldn't qualify for the final. Sarabjot didn't even speak to the media, but Abhishek said, "Aaj acha lag raha hai, kyunki at least final tak pahuncha hai." So that means because the whole time since Sarabjot didn't reach the finals, Abhishek was saying, उसके मन में कुछ है, like आग जैसा होता है ना कि फूट जाएगा, ऐसा हो रहा था. And then Sarabjot also comes into mix zone. He didn't speak much. I mean, really, hats off that Sarabjot came to the mix zone and spoke at least one minute. That's fine enough. He just said,
but Abhijit, he said he did not shoot well and he has to improve or something like that. He said, right? Sarabjot?
I didn't say he didn't shoot in the. I didn't say
no. I think Sarabjot said, because I saw a quote, that he was not satisfied with his effort.
I'm not satisfied with my performance. I'm not satisfied with my performance, and I will never be, because there's always room for improvement. And he said I could have done better. So which means because Manu shot 291 and Sarabjot 289, had there been some few more points, they could have actually qualified for the gold medal round. So he was targeting for the gold medal as well. So if he has done, if he could have performed slightly better, a medal was assured for today. So Sarabjot Singh said that I have never satisfied with my performance. I could have done better.
See, at one point of time, Manu and Sarabjot, or Sarabjot and Manu, were actually in the second spot. Then they came down to the third spot. Sarabjot is a very quiet person. He does not talk as much or as eloquently as Manu does. He's a very reserved guy. He comes from, Ambala, a rural family. His father is a farmer, and there's no shame in it. He's a very, very humble boy. And Abhishek Rana, not Rane. Rane becomes a Maharashtrian. He's Abhishek Rana. That's why I mean. He has been training in that Ambala cantonment since 2016, which is 8 years. Even during the COVID pandemic, they were training. People had set up ranges at home, 10-meter ranges at home, so that you don't, because every sports training center was shut. And from there, Abhishek Rana has come here again, courtesy extended by IOA. He drives around, he meets them, he talks to them, whatever is the level of interaction. He's a personal coach, he's not a national coach, but he's trying to do his best. I spoke to him at night. So he said, my job is to keep him calm. This is not the end. We did well in the Asian Games. He got praised by the Prime Minister. Olympics, if you do well, it is good. Again, if it is not going to be a bronze, if it is going to be fourth place, does not matter. He's got a long path ahead, Sarabjot. He's a very, very young boy. He's got a long future ahead. He's already experienced Asian Games success. He's tasting here. And even if you go back to his individual match 2 days ago, 3 days ago, it's not that he did badly, It is just when you are there in your first Olympics, so it gets a bit difficult. There's more pressure. So by the time you go to your next Olympics, you'll be better prepared. That is all I'm saying. The two difference point can be made up. But today, again, how they do, it's a fresh morning. 9 a.m. start, Chateau time, Paris time, standard time. That is what is important. And there, if you are calm, he's very calm. If you look at him, he's always smiling. He's a very simple guy. He has no airs about himself. There are certain shooters who look very, very aggressive. No, he's not like that. Because air pistol is a slow event. A lot of training he does. But he does not speak too much. If you want best quotes out of him, you will not get him. That is Sarabjot Singh, a Sardar who is so devoted. Traces of Saurabh Chaudhary I see in him. Saurabh Chaudhary, they had nicknamed him Submarine because you don't know where he is, but how dangerous submarine is. So we are hoping that Sarabjot also turns out to be a submarine today and wins the medal for India along with Manu Bhaker.
Yeah. Actually got a lot of comments, and there are a few really nice ones. Anargha Roy Chaudhary is saying Indian athletes are doing amazing. Yes, some results are disappointing, but we have to be with them for their comeback in the future. We all have to be proud of them. And
On that note, Gargi, can you actually play? Thank you, Rev Sports. This morning, what is it? I
yes, yes,
forgot.
yes.
Sorry. Pado.
Thank you, Ref Sports. This morning live is what I wait for these days. You guys are doing excellent work. I wish this live session continues daily.
Yeah, it will. It will. It will. I mean, even if Kannan and I will be on a train, I think on the first when Abhijit and Rohan are back tomorrow from Chateau, Kannan and I sort of replace them in Chateau on the first. Having said that, the live will continue. That is irrespective of Boria or Kannan. It will continue with Abhijit, Gargi, Rohan, everybody else will pitch in. We will also try and join from the train. Having said that, there was one thing I want to point out, and we will play that clip. A lot of abuse was heaped on Deepika Kumari. Abuse as in abuse. There is a difference between criticism, accountability, and abuse. You can absolutely be critical of your athletes, saying, oh, why we expected better. Nahi hua. You have disappointed us. You were not good yesterday. It was a shocking result. All that is fine. Absolutely point taken. But to say Olympics में qualify करना क्या problem है? ये तो सब कोई कर लेता है. But to say दीपिका कुमारी को आज रिटायर कर जाना चाहिए. दीपिका कुमारी को घर जाके बच्चे को दूध पिलाना चाहिए. Comments like that, Deepika Kumari's parentage, comments like that are disgusting. And we have to take a stand against abuse and trolling. The problem is today Manu is Mona Lisa, tomorrow Manu is a monster. Today Deepika is Durga, tomorrow Deepika is a dog. This exposes the problem with our sports culture and our consumption of sport. We spoke to Deepika Kumari. This is an exclusive interview which will go at 5 p.m. This was done outside the On Valley Day Arena. I'm telling you also at 2 p.m. yesterday. We took her out to the park which is opposite, and that's where we did this interview. Hear it. She was howling, she was crying. So when she went back to saying that मेरा बच्चा मेरे से बात नहीं कर रहा है, जब मैं 21 दिन के अंदर आफ्टर मदरहुड मैं जाके ट्रायल में ट्रेन कर रहा था, मेरा बो 22 किलो का है, वो मैं उठा ही नहीं सकता था. मैं वहां पे ट्रेन कर रहा था और शूट करने का कोशिश कर रहा था. She was talking about all of that and then question whether she needs to retire or you are abusing her. Criticize her performance, 100% do. Please do not abuse. Do not raise questions when she will retire. Who have you retired from tweeting? Have you retired from your Facebook warrior mode? Have you retired from Instagram? Kindly do that first before questioning an athlete and abusing her. Gargi, can we play that clip once, please?
क्योंकि 21 दिन के बाद जब मैं ग्राउंड में आई थी तो मैं बोर्ड रो नहीं कर पा रही थी एंड मुझे चलने में भी काफ़ी तकलीफ़ हो रही थी. और मुझे याद है क्योंकि 21वें दिन में मैं ग्राउंड में उतरी थी, ठीक 10 दिन के बाद मेरा ट्रायल था एंड ट्रायल में मैं पार्टिसिपेट की और जो जूनियर्स बच्चे थे साई के, उन लोगों ने मेरी हेल्प किया लाने में और ले जाने में, क्योंकि मैं चल नहीं पा रही थी. तो सिर्फ मैं स्ट्रेंथ सेव कर रही थी एरो चलाने के लिए ताकि मैं कंपटीशन कंप्लीट कर पाऊँ. सो डिफ़िकल्ट है चलना, बच्चे को फीड करना, क्योंकि आपको खाना भी होता है एंड आपका एनर्जी भी बहुत लॉस होता है. और मैं जैसे कि 44 पाउंड चलाती हूँ, किलोज़ में 22 किलोज़, सो उस पर भी काफ़ी स्ट्रेंथ जाता है. और मदरहुड के बाद डेफिनेटली बॉडी एक अलग ही रिएक्ट करता है, क्योंकि मसल्स आपके सब ख़त्म हो जाते हैं, कोर स्ट्रेंथ नहीं रहता, कुछ भी स्ट्रेंथ नहीं रहता. तो डिफ़िकल्ट है. क्रिटिसाइज़ करने वालों को बस मैं यही बोलना चाहूँगी कि if you can't say something good, say nothing at all.
If you can't say something good, say nothing at all. Brilliant.
That was Deepika Kumari. But incredible. You're on mute, Boria.
What we haven't shown you now, it's an extensive interview on motherhood, on the challenges, on the difficulties. And again, I'm saying, criticize kariye, accountability पूछिए, गाली मत दीजिए. Somebody said, who am I to give lectures on morality because of the Saha incident? Read my book. Publicly saying the cricketer you are mentioning is a liar. He has lied not one time, but 100 times. He's a liar. He doesn't have the courage to come and apologize to my family. He's a liar. Ask him to come and apologize if he has some integrity left. So I have the responsibility and the right to speak on morality, not you and the cricketer in question. So let's put it on record. Yes, Gadi.
Also, the last few minutes on this show. So, Boria, why don't you give us the update on Anwar Ali that all our viewers have been waiting for?
This Anwar Ali story has become a national thing for Mohun Bagan fans. But yes,
flooded by comments.
Yes, and let me break this for them because I had promised it. I mean, in 3 minutes, let me break. Kanan sahab, आप हिंदी live join कर लो. अभिजीत, आप हिंदी live join कर लो.
Sir, done.
आप
Thank
हिंदी
you.
live join कर लो.
I'll be leaving early. I have to catch my bus today early. 9:30
What time
jaldi
is your
as
bus? What time is your bus?
Taxi ले लो, taxi ले लो.
We have it ready. We have to take it in 15 minutes.
ठीक है, जाओ.
Okay, have a good day, Abhijit.
Medal जीता देना.
I was going to say that.
So Anwar Ali update. Mohun Bagan has, as I said yesterday, Gargi, Mohun Bagan has submitted their representation to PSC. That is done. Mohun Bagan representation, from what I understand from my PSC sources, Mohun Bagan still wants Anwar to play for them. Mohun Bagan clearly considers Anwar their own. Mohun Bagan মনে করে আনওয়ার তাদের প্লেয়ার. মোহন বাগান এটাও মনে করে যে আনওয়ারকে ভুল বোঝানো হয়েছে. Provided Anwar doesn't play for Mohun Bagan, things don't go. Mohun Bagan has said that 4 counts, there is a reputational loss, there is a humiliation, public humiliation, there is a credibility loss, and the remaining part of the contract of 3 years, they have clubbed all of it, and they have asked for a compensation, if I know right, what my sources say, of more than 15 crores. Mohun Bagan has asked for a compensation of more than 15 crores on the Anwar Ali issue. So the hearing is on Friday. Shukurbar, 2nd August, is when PSC will hear this case. Mohun Bagan has asked for a compensation of more than 15 crores, reputational damage, credibility loss, of course, the remaining part of the contract, all clubbed together. That is what Mohun Bagan has claimed, and also there is a possibility of a sporting sanction which can be up to 6 months. That is what Mohun Bagan has claimed and has asked for. Whether it will be done or not, no one knows. The matter will be heard by the PSC along with 3 or 4 other matters on Friday, 2nd August in India, Gargi. That is the breaking update that I can give you. 15 crores plus is the compensation amount that has been asked for by Mohun Bagan. It will be heard on Friday.
That's a lot of money. That's a lot of money, but that's how it's going. But Boria, we spoke about shooting, we spoke about archery. We have India versus Ireland today as well in hockey. Last two games, last minute saves from the jaws of defeat. How are you looking at this team today?
Oh, it was. I somehow got a feeling that things might just turn when that penalty stroke by Argentina was stopped.
Hmm.
That penalty stroke from Argentina got stopped, and that is when things changed for India. And then Harmanpreet Singh converting that.
Yeah,
Harmanpreet Singh has saved you twice in the 59th minute.
twice.
Uh, First New Zealand, then Argentina. And by the way, New Zealand 2023 World Cup heartbreak, Argentina 2016 Rio Olympic champions. If we win today against Ireland, Gargi, Trisha will be there. I will be there in badminton, Satvik Chirag for Aflia and Aridanto, and Shormishta will be there in boxing for Amit
Hmm.
Pangal. Abhijit and this thing, Rohan are already there in Shatteru, so we will be everywhere. We will be everywhere covering every Indian event. I was there at table tennis also. You have read my piece. So that is the update I can give you. But it's that hockey. Today we win against Ireland. Fingers crossed. We are in the quarterfinal.
Absolutely. But what did you think about the fact that yesterday, four penalty corners, we India failed to convert a single one of them?
10 penalty corners, not four. Fourth got we
Yeah,
got on the
four.
trot in the 59th minute. 10 penalty corners in all, plus field chances. We need to convert. We actually need to convert. We are creating chances. We are defensively looking good. Our shape is good, except that one goal we were fine. Our shape is really nice. We need to get our goals converted. We need to convert our chances and our penalty corners. The point Harmanpreet made was quite interesting, that the first rushers are doing a great job, and we have to understand and anticipate what the first rusher is doing. Even the Indian first rushers are doing a great job, Amit Rohidas and company. But what the other teams, the opponents are doing, we have to understand, anticipate that, and take our stand. That's what needs to improve today against Ireland.
Okay, all right. I think we'll wrap up our show now. If you guys want to join us at Red Sports Hindi, you are free to. We'll be going live from there as well in just a few minutes. So thank you so much, everyone, for joining. For everyone watching, we've got a busy day ahead. So keep your eyes peeled.